Greetings, Internet! Today, I'm gonna make a video about how I got Sam. Right? Enjoy! I started applying to get a service dog through an organization, which Sam is, after I realized like owner training wasn't really for me, and the dog that my dad and I had was more my dad's dog, and so it just didn't work out there. So I looked around at organizations with some help from my friend Kareen online, and we found an organization that fit me and fit my budget. So I started fundraising after turning in my application and getting a letter from my licensed therapist, because at the time I didn't really have a primary care physician, but I had been recently hospitalized, and that's what really pushed me to realize that medication, I've kind of hit this plateau where I need to be medicated, but I do max out on doses because of some of my diagnoses, which I may go over in another video, but it's common with the diagnoses that I have to max out on medications and then have to take other medications and supplement to that. So I started seeking out a service dog because service dogs are trained to perform tasks that the handler cannot do for themselves because of a disability. And so I wanted to be more independent and be able to attend college freely. My application went through with the organization. I started talking about them with them about tasks that I wanted Sam to learn. At the time I didn't know anything about Sam. Sam hadn't even been born yet. But the tasks that I wanted my future dog to learn, you know, blocking, deep pressure therapy, some behavior interruptions, and we worked on those things and talked about it. I sent them pictures of me, about my yard information, all of that stuff, about my family. I had to get letters of recommendation, all these things, and then finally Sam was born and they told me they had puppies. And they started training the puppies once they were 8 weeks old. They screened them at 8 weeks old to pick out which ones might be good. By the time they were 12 weeks old, it was decided that Sam would be for me. And his name was already Sam, and Sam is a golden doodle, I guess what they call an F1 golden doodle. His mom is an apricot standard poodle, and his dad is a cream golden retriever. And he, compared to his brothers, is a very good mix between the two. Some of his brothers were very curly, and some of them were very, very, very wavy golden retriever. So Sam is a pretty good mix. He's got apricot on his ears and on his mustache, and down his back a little bit. And he definitely has a retriever tail. Sam kept getting trained. I got to meet with him a couple times. So there was a lead trainer in the organization and then Sam's trainer. And Sam lived with his trainer, and you know, he would sleep in a crate and everything, and I would find out progress updates and stuff on him and see pictures of him, and finally I got to meet him when he was about 6 or 7 months old. And it was so good. He was just at my knee, you know, and he would get tired when we were walking around. He learned to lay down initially when we would stop, and then I wanted him to sit instead when we would come to a stop. So he would lay down to be out of the way, but when he was that age, he would just flop, which was really cute. The next time I met him, he was about 8 months old, and then he was a little bit taller, and at that point learning DPT pretty well, and had all his obedience stuff down. And then the time after that I met him, he came with me, and he came to live with me for about a month. He went back after a month, and he trained for another month. They perfected some of the tasks. Come here, buddy. They perfected some of the tasks that I had asked them to work on, and then down. Good boy. And started some interruptions. So by the time that Sam lived with me, he had a pretty decent heel. I worked on his tucks a lot more before college because we were going to be going to college in the fall. I changed his interruptions up to a bit how I wanted them. He also had DPT down. Sam was trained that when I rubbed my chest, he was supposed to jump on me, which was really good. Like, when you're starting interruptions, take what you can get and then refine it to what you want. You know, that's how it goes. And we just kept working on it, and now we're to where we are, and he does blocking and covering, and I've taught him that, and he does guide work to exits. He can guide to bathrooms. He can guide me to certain buildings on campus if it's too bright and my eyes are too sensitive to the light. Sam does a lot of amazing stuff. And so I've taught him a lot of stuff based on the stuff that they taught him, which worked out right for me because I was able to do that. I know some people need more help from programs. I'm thankful that the organization that Sam's from still has gatherings. We went bowling last weekend. We do a lot of fun stuff. And And that's the story of how I got Sam, and now we're here. If you have any questions, let me know. I know the next couple videos I'm going to be doing are teaching him how to exit, showing you like how I trained that, and also how I trained him to push buttons. I just have to wait till I can figure out how to position my camera correctly and things like that. Thanks for watching. Sam, come here. Say bye to all your fans. Follow us, subscribe to us, like our video. Paw.